Unveiling the mysteries, intriguing facts about Karl Marx. Karl Marx's birth in Trier, Prussia, in 1818, marked the arrival of a figure whose ideas would leave an indelible mark on global political thought. This small town in what is now Germany was the cradle for a philosopher, economist, and revolutionary whose theories would challenge the foundations of societies worldwide. In 1848, amidst a Europe roiled by revolutionary fervor, Marx, alongside his close confidant Friedrich Engels, penned the Communist Manifesto. This pivotal document laid the groundwork for socialist movements, articulating the struggles between the bourgeoisie and the proletariat, and calling for a radical restructuring of society through the abolition of private property. Marx's critique of capitalism reached its zenith with the publication of Das Kapital. Through this magnum opus, Marx dissected the capitalist system, unveiling the mechanisms of exploitation and the inevitable economic cycles that he believed doomed capitalism to failure. His analysis remains a cornerstone for critiques of political economy. Despite his profound influence on political thought, Marx's life was marked by personal turmoil. His radical ideas led to his expulsion from several countries, rendering him stateless for much of his adult life. This constant upheaval underscored the contentious nature of his work and the threat it posed to established orders. Marx's academic journey began with the study of law and philosophy at the University of Bonn, followed by the University of Berlin. It was here that he first engaged with the ideas of Hegel, which would profoundly influence his intellectual development. This period laid the foundational stones for Marx's later revolutionary theories. Karl Marx's theory of historical materialism presents a groundbreaking framework for understanding human society and history. He posited that material conditions and economic factors primarily drive social changes and developments, a perspective that shifted the focus from abstract ideas to tangible, real-world processes in the analysis of societal evolution. Marx's departure from Hegelian idealism marked a significant turn in his intellectual journey. While deeply influenced by Hegel's dialectical method, Marx critiqued its idealistic orientation. He argued that material conditions, rather than ideas, shape history, grounding his analysis in the concrete realities of economic and social life. The theory of surplus value is central to Marx's critique of capitalism. He argued that the value of a product exceeds the actual labor cost involved in its creation, with this surplus value being appropriated by capitalists. This insight provided a critical lens through which to view and critique the inequalities inherent in capitalist economies. Marx's personal life, notably his marriage to Jenny von Westphalen in 1843, reflects the convergence of the private and the political. Jenny, from a prestigious Prussian family, shared and supported Marx's revolutionary ideas, showcasing the deeply interwoven nature of Marx's personal relationships and his overarching critique of existing social structures. Despite his profound critique of capitalism, Marx engaged with the very system he critiqued by occasionally investing in the stock market. This action underscores a complex relationship with capitalism, highlighting the pragmatic aspects of Marx's life and the intricacies of applying theoretical critiques to personal financial decisions. Karl Marx envisioned a society where class distinctions dissolve and the means of production belong to the community. This idea was revolutionary, suggesting a world where wealth and power are shared, not hoarded by a few. His concept challenged the very foundations of capitalism, proposing an egalitarian approach to resources and labor. Marx's theories have left an indelible mark on global political landscapes, influencing socialist movements across the world. His critique of capitalism fueled the fire of revolutions, offering a new lens through which to view the dynamics of power and economy. His ideas became the cornerstone of various socialist and communist ideologies, reshaping nations. Living in poverty for much of his life, Marx depended on Friedrich Engels, a close friend and collaborator, for financial support. Despite his profound intellectual contributions, Marx's personal circumstances were starkly at odds with the influence of his work. This dichotomy highlights the challenges he faced in promoting his revolutionary ideas. Marx's linguistic prowess was remarkable, with fluency in multiple languages including German, French, and English. This skill not only facilitated his in-depth studies across different fields but also enabled him to communicate his revolutionary ideas to a diverse audience. His multilingualism broadened the reach of his theories, transcending cultural and linguistic barriers. The scrutiny and censorship Marx faced from European governments underscore the contentious nature of his work. His radical ideas threatened the status quo, prompting authorities to suppress his writings and monitor his movements. Yet, despite these challenges, Marx's work continued to inspire those seeking social and economic justice, proving the enduring power of his convictions. Karl Marx's grave in London's Highgate Cemetery stands as a testament to his enduring legacy, attracting followers from around the globe. This pilgrimage site not only honors the man but also symbolizes the widespread impact of his ideas, despite the modest attendance at his funeral in 1883. At his funeral, a mere 11 people bore witness to the final farewell of a man whose thoughts would go on to shape the world. This small gathering reflected Marx's marginal status during his lifetime, a stark contrast to the vast influence his theories would posthumously gain across the globe. Marx's work laid a significant foundation for the establishment of communist states in the 20th century, fundamentally altering the course of history. His critique of capitalism and vision for a future society resonated with many, leading to the adoption of his ideas by various movements and governments. Throughout his life, Marx battled with numerous health issues, exacerbated by his impoverished living conditions. Despite this, he remained dedicated to his studies and writings, contributing profoundly to our understanding of economics, society, and history. An avid reader, Marx's interests spanned a broad range of subjects including economics, history, philosophy, and literature. This vast knowledge informed his critical theories and helped him articulate the complex dynamics of capitalism and its impact on human society. Karl Marx's personal life was steeped in tragedy, particularly in the loss of his children. Only 3 of his 7 children reached adulthood, a stark reminder of the harsh realities of 19th-century life. This profound personal sorrow contrasted sharply with Marx's public persona as a revolutionary thinker. Workers of the world, unite! This rallying cry from the Communist Manifesto continues to resonate across generations. It encapsulates Marx's vision for a proletarian revolution, urging workers globally to transcend national boundaries and class divisions in pursuit of a classless society. This phrase has become emblematic of Marxist ideology and its enduring influence on social movements. Marx's partnership with Jenny von Westphalen was not just a marital union but a profound bond of intellectual and emotional support. Jenny, coming from a Prussian aristocratic background, defied social norms by marrying Marx. Her unwavering support despite their financial hardships underscored the personal sacrifices underlying Marx's work. Eleanor Marx, the youngest daughter of Karl and Jenny, carried the torch of her father's legacy into the realm of social activism. As a prominent socialist activist, her work reflected the intertwining of the personal and political in the Marx family. Eleanor's life and work extended the influence of her father's ideas into new arenas of social struggle. Despite his critique of religion as the opium of the people, Marx's early writings reveal a fascination with Jewish mysticism. This interest underscores the complexity of Marx's thoughts on religion and spirituality, suggesting a nuanced understanding beyond his more widely known criticisms of religious institutions. Karl Marx's exploration of alienation delves into how capitalism estranges individuals from their work, the products of their labor, and their inherent human nature. He argued that in pursuing profit, capitalism reduces labor to a mere commodity, leading to a profound sense of disconnection among workers from their essence and community. Marx's tenure as a foreign correspondent for the New York Daily Tribune showcased his keen observations on global economic and political trends. Through his writings, he criticized societal inequalities and championed the cause of the working class. This period was pivotal in spreading his ideas beyond European borders, influencing a wider audience. Beyond economics, Marx's influence permeates sociology, political science, and history, demonstrating his multidisciplinary impact. His theories on class struggle, social dynamics, and the critique of capitalist society have provided foundational frameworks for analysis in these fields, fostering a deeper understanding of the complexities of human society and its historical development. In his journalistic endeavors, Marx was a staunch advocate for freedom of the press. He viewed it as essential for democracy and a tool to combat oppression. His early writings vehemently criticized censorship, underscoring his belief in the power of free speech as a catalyst for social change. Despite the monumental influence of his intellectual contributions, Marx's personal life was marked by obscurity and financial hardship. This contrast highlights the enduring power of his ideas, which have continued to inspire and provoke debate long after his lifetime. Marx's vision for a just society remains a compelling critique of capitalism's excesses. Karl Marx, a figure whose ideas would eventually shake the world, spent much of his life shrouded in obscurity and grappling with financial hardship. Despite the monumental influence his theories would later command, during his lifetime, recognition and stability eluded him. His groundbreaking critiques of capitalism and visionary ideas about a classless society were largely underappreciated, leaving him to navigate a life marked by economic instability. Capital, Volume 1, the cornerstone of Marx's critique of political economy, stands as the only segment of his magnum opus, Das Kapital, to be published while he was alive. The subsequent volumes, brimming with his further analysis and insights, were edited and brought to light by his close confidant and collaborator, Friedrich Engels, posthumously. This staggered publication underscores the challenges Marx faced in disseminating his work, a reflection of his broader struggle for recognition. Marx's profound interest in science and technology was intertwined with his revolutionary ideas. He saw these fields not merely as areas of human achievement but as transformative forces that had the potential to propel society forward. Marx envisioned a future where advancements in science and technology would underpin a society free from the constraints of capitalist exploitation, illustrating his belief in human progress. His exploration of commodity fetishism delves into how the social relationships intrinsic to capitalist production are obscured by the commodities themselves. Marx argued that in a capitalist society, relationships between people are expressed as relationships between things, a phenomenon that masks the exploitative nature of capitalism. This concept is pivotal in understanding Marx's critique of how capitalism distorts human relations. Marx's analysis of history as a series of class struggles provided a new lens through which to view social dynamics. He posited that all historical developments stem from the conflicts between different social classes, with the proletariat's struggle against the bourgeoisie central to his theory. This perspective on history not only enriched academic discourse but also ignited political movements aiming to reshape society along more equitable lines. Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels shared a bond that went beyond mere friendship. It was a partnership that shaped the course of history. Their intellectual synergy fueled the creation of groundbreaking theories, notably reflected in the Communist Manifesto. This collaboration not only solidified their ideologies but also established a blueprint for socialist movements worldwide. Marx's theories on labor, capital, and class struggle have transcended time, inspiring a myriad of scholarly works and political agendas. His in-depth analysis of the capitalist system and its inherent conflicts has provided a foundation for understanding economic and social dynamics, prompting activists and academics alike to explore and expand upon his ideas. Throughout his life, Marx engaged in extensive correspondence with contemporaries, offering a window into the evolution of his thought. These letters reveal the depth of his intellect and the breadth of his interests, ranging from economics to philosophy. This personal insight adds a layer of richness to his published works, allowing a deeper understanding of his theories. Despite facing criticism and controversy, Marx's influence on global thought and politics is undeniable. His critiques of capitalism and visions for a classless society have sparked debates that continue to this day. Marx's ability to provoke thought and challenge prevailing systems underscores his status as one of history's most pivotal figures. The relevance of Marx's critique of capitalism remains undiminished, echoing through the corridors of time. As economic disparities widen and social unrest persists, his work offers a critical lens through which to examine our contemporary world. Marx's legacy, grounded in a desire for equality and justice, continues to inspire those seeking change.